Hi, Alagu.
Hi, Varsha.
Right. Welcome to this podcast. And I'm excited to have this conversation with you today. Uh,
Thank
Let me take a moment to introduce about who you are for people who are going to listen and watch this podcast. So, Alagu is an NLP life coach, master practitioner, and a trainer. She's a certified leadership facilitator, coach, and an experiential learning expert, goal and OBT, specializing in activity based and game oriented training, blending NLP techniques. She provides one to one coaching, customized training, and coaching services for organizations and institutions for over 8 years. She started All Is Well in 2019, through which she's been catering her services to organizations and individuals. Over the years, Alagu has delivered 10,000 plus hours of coaching and training, positively impacting 3,000 plus individuals. With a strong foundation in HR, CRM, and team leadership, along with an MBA in HR and marketing, it's overall a 2 decades of industry experience she carries along with her. That's absolutely so profound, Alagu, and I'm so excited and looking forward to this conversation with you.
Same here, Varsha.
Alaga, as we move through the conversation today, we're going to do in 3 segments about. So, first segment would more be about to know about how your life journey has been around. And the second would be on something that we all have been hooked up to over the years. So, I'll not reveal right now, but yes, you will get to know. Uh, Third thing is on something that you are currently engaging yourself with. Would like to know more about that particular journey as well, which is FTC. The last is a surprise element, and let's see what is that surprise in a while.
Yes, sure.
Right. So, first question for you, Alagu, for me is having read your profile, knowing you a bit more, you started your career as a sales and marketing professional. What made you to shift into the coaching and the training industry?
As you rightly mentioned, I started my career as a sales and marketing profession, but uh, due to personal reasons, I had to take a career break. I shifted from sales and marketing to HR, and that's when I had to take a break. We went abroad, came back, and it was a very conscious decision to take the career break for my kids, like most of us do. And then this NLP was there in my mind since 2013. I got introduced to the word NLP since then, neuro linguistic programming. And to put it this way, when we were young, when we are asked about our career goals, what do you want to become? Like most of us, I would say I had told a doctor and especially psychiatrist. So NLP was something very close to that. It's to do with subconscious mind and neuroscience, which was like childhood dream coming true. So I started this as a career seriously only in 2019. I learned NLP in 2018. I started doing one-on-one coaching. Then, like you rightly said, I started All Is Well in 2019, and since then I've been doing one-on-one coaching. And then I evolved into training industry, having learned activities, game-based experiential learning. So I amalgamate NLP activities. So I facilitate more than training in corporates.
That's a nice way to blend NLP into your facilitation. Uh, Also, hearing to your story, it reminds me of all of us in this particular decade of what we have born at. I'm sure we had something else in our mind, and then we have landed at something else, right? But never late than before, Alagu. I'm so inspired with your story that something that you dreamt of years back, you were able to kickstart that at the right time. Maybe this was the right time for you.
I believe in everything happens at the right time.
Absolutely. Uh, but now that you've transitioned into this particular space, especially as a coach, what do you enjoy the most?
As a coach, being a coach itself is very close to my heart. The transformation you see in people. in coaches. Uh, that actually motivates and inspires me to keep coaching more and more people. That's it about coaching. Yeah.
Nice. Uh, let's move into something that I said that we all have been engrossed over the years, right? And that's books.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, even as trainers and facilitators, we do pick up and read some bit of learning happens there. So, if you were to share about one book that made a difference, which book is that?
Okay. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho comes to my mind first when you asked about books. Because very recently we were discussing about that book, even day before yesterday. It's about
And why so?
young. Okay, okay. I liked Alchemist for the learnings. It talks about the experience. It talks about the journey. It's about a story about a young shepherd, a boy called Santiago,
Mhm.
who starts his journey in search of a hidden treasure somewhere on the other corner of the world, in the near the pyramids of the Egypt. But the beauty of the story is the journey, what he learns, how he evolves, uh, how is his growth, how he has to listen to his heart. There are a lot of nice, beautiful things in the journey. And the book tells you success is not only in the achievement. Success lies in the journey itself, in the growth, in your transformation, what you learn. And when we speak about experience, the journey, this connected to a very one of my favorite poems by a Tamil legendary poet Kannadasan. This poem I read very long back when I was very young, and at that time it was mind blowing to me. And this answers to most of our questions. So I would like to recite the poem, a bit of it, in the Tamil language itself, to retain the essence and the beauty, the emotions of it, keeping the soul intact.
Sure.
So the poem goes like this. It is a conversation between a person and God.
Okay.
So he asks God, பிறப்பின் வருவது யாதென கேட்டேன் பிறந்து பார் என்று இறைவன் பணித்தான். படிப்பென சொல்வது யாதென கேட்டேன் படித்து பாரென இறைவன் பணித்தான். முதுமை என்பது யாதென கேட்டேன் முதிர்ந்து பாரென இறைவன் பணித்தான். It goes like this and he asks, இறப்பின் பின்னது ஏதென கேட்டேன் இறந்து பாரென இறைவன் பணித்தான். அனுபவித்தேதான் அறிவது வாழ்க்கை எனில் ஆண்டவனே நீ ஏன் என கேட்டேன். ஆண்டவன் சற்றே அருகே நெருங்கி அனுபவம் என்பதே நான் தான் என்றான். வாழ்க்கையின் ஒவ்வொரு கட்டத்தையும் கடந்து வரும்போது நமக்கு கிடைக்கும் பாடமே உண்மையான அனுபவம். அந்த அனுபவமே கடவுள். So this is something very beautiful about experience. So the life is about experience. And I believe in that. So that's why this is very close to my heart. And I just thought I'll quote this poem along with this, which is like, a lot of connection to it.
Yeah. So, around the book conversation, what I'm taking it as some of the key points here is success is all about every experience that you have gained, be it pleasant or unpleasant. It's all about that. Yeah. And each one of us is a collective of so many experiences.
Yes,
And that gives us a lot of strength to face our life.
definitely. Yes.
Uh, Alaga, now that as trainers, book is one source of learning, right? Yet another source is also being a part of a community. And I know you've just recently joined a beautiful and a very powerful community, which is FTC, which is nothing but Future Trainer Collective, where four different experts are taking us through the entire journey. How do you feel being a part of this FTC?
Okay. I joined FTC and I feel it's a blessing. I joined considering like learning is a journey for me throughout. Like
Okay.
even if not as a trainer, that's how I am. And FTC is part of my learning journey. And I feel so blessed to be part of this particular community and cohort because I think we've almost like 2 months, we're close to completing 2 months, and by then we have a special bond among us, and each of us support each other. Um, like we have, I feel blessed because I was selected as the 27 members or out of 100 plus applicants. And I want to utilize the best of it, and it's been curated very sincerely by all the four mentors. uh, and the special thing about it is there is a bigger cohort, 94 of us are there, where we have accountability partner, my accountability partner in the bigger cohort. And I would like to specially mention her. She's Shana Sharma, and she's been of immense support to me, and she's the real, true accountability partner. So we've had this, teach bags. That's when, the community came together and was pulling up each other to rise above the level and do our best.
And that's the power of being in a community.
Definitely, yes.
Uh, what are the learnings so far in your journey with FTC?
Okay. Uh, so to start with, I've always been a facilitator more than a trainer. I do a lot of activities and make the lessons learned through experience. And this is one main learning in FTC where we have to evolve as facilitators.
True.
And we have different roles, 7 roles in particular as a facilitator, where probably we've been doing it but unknowingly. This has a very structured process to it as to when you have to become the a teacher role or a trainer role or a facilitator role, coach role. And end of the day, it is to keep the energy in the room alive and provide the outcome requested either by the client or the participants.
Fantastic. So much I can see. I know, I'm sure you would have more to share as well. Uh,
Also, the recent assessment which we had, the CGP, where
right.
I've been exposed to DISC earlier,
Mhm.
but the CGP where there is a combination of DISC, RIASEC, and RAMP, where it gives a holistic assessment, whereas DISC is more about. This was another important revelation to me, where DISC is not a personality assessment, it is a behavioral assessment at the workplace, not even in the personal front.
True.
It was a main learning for me with the tests assessments.
All three integrated has made that assessment itself so
Very powerful, yeah.
value added, yeah, and very powerful one. Now, since you've been learning all of this, I'm sure you would also see how do we want to apply this, right? And that takes me to the next question of, I know this question might sound very common in terms of the goals that we are talking about, but we have to, right? That's where it will give us a direction. So, looking at the next 12 months of your journey, what are you most excited about? How are you going to contribute or apply these learnings in terms of becoming who you want to?
Yeah. So this actually, I should say it in words of Teja, where Teja says you should be one of the best facilitators. That is what I want to be. Be one of the best facilitators, be with the community, grow together, and provide our best to the world as a facilitator.
Wonderful.
And on the personal, if you ask, I would like to, organize myself better.
Mhm.
And I have my own training, NLP trainings, apart from corporate training. So I would like to schedule myself properly so that, the growth is parallelly ahead.
Awesome. So, Alaga, we have known about the story, books, right, and FTC journey. Now, here is what a little fun conversation that I would like to have with you for the next few minutes, which is the surprise element that I was talking about to you, right? That's about a rapid fire round.
Okay.
And all we are going to do is I'm going to ask you a question, and you need to answer me as short as possible in one word to one sentence in about 20 seconds or so.
Definitely. I'll give my best.
All right. First question, worst piece of advice you ever followed?
Okay. Advices keep coming, but the best part is I don't follow any advice. So I do what I feel is right.
Interesting. One word of where you are in your life right now.
In professional front, I'm evolving.
Okay. What do you reach for a big session? Is it, if not chai or a coffee, then what it is?
Before the session, I think I just go with the flow. I don't get anxious about the session. And once you're in the room, the energy is built with the icebreaker.
Okay. If not this, what would you be doing with your life?
That's a very interesting question. There are lots again.
Okay.
So one thing that comes to mind right now is when I was very small, when I used to go for vacations,
Mhm.
my aunt used to have one small putikada in
Okay.
front of her house. So that I've always admired and adored, and I've always wanted to have one putikada, which is a petty shop.
Mhm.
So if not a petty shop, I would like to have a shop selling something, mostly stationery.
Mhm.
I like this, meeting people, clients falling in and giving something, the product, the fee. I've always been in the service industry right from my start of my career in
Okay.
banking and finance and, education industry.
Mhm.
So this is something, this is tangible and I enjoy the transactions and meeting people. So probably I'll do a business like this.
Interesting one. Uh, one person you would love to interview if you ever had a chance.
Um, MS Dhoni, Captain Cool.
Okay. You have clocked 10,000 plus training hours. What still surprises you in the room?
I think it's the participants. Every participant is different and you keep learning from different training programs yourself. It's
Yeah.
that.
Okay. It brings me to the last question. But this is something we all love to keep to ourselves, but I'm going to nudge you to share it, right? What is that you're learning secretly?
Moving secretly.
Yeah,
Okay.
what are you secretly still learning about?
Okay. I think patience in
Okay.
the personal front, not in the professional. Professional, when I do trainings, I have my patience level.
Mm-hmm.
But in the personal front, especially, I'm a very quick learner. So if someone along with you doesn't do it that fast, it puts me, it frustrates me. So, but I should understand that there are different levels of learning and we should also keep up to their pace. So that
Okay.
patience is still I'm learning.
Much needed.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Alaga, now that we have talked about different aspects of different, journeys, areas, right? Uh, if someone would be listening to this particular conversation, if you were to tell them one message through one quote, which one would you share for them to reflect on?
This is something which will hold good for anyone in this world. Okay.
Okay.
So this is by Lao Tzu, where he says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one small step.
So true.
The audience, if you're ready to take that one step, if you have the courage and interest to take that one step towards your transformation, I'm always here. Aragu Lakshmana and all is well.
Wow. What a beautiful way to invite people to connect with you, yeah, to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Uh, Having said that, how do people reach out to you? Where can they find more details about you, Alaga, if you could share,
Yeah.
that can really help.
Sure, sure. I have my own website, all is well.
Mhm.
And I'm on all social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Google.
Okay,
So you can find me there as all is well, Aragu Lakshmana.
super.
Thank you so
Right.
much. Yeah.
Uh, that was interesting, exciting, a lot more insights to know more about you, Alagu, as a person, both in your journey as professional and also in personal life. Thank you so much for being here today. I really liked and loved this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha. I enjoyed this conversation equally. And it was very nice talking to you. Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me for the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.